Welcome back to the Bad Influence Podcast, Relationship Wednesday, where we tell you the truth about relationships. I'm the bad influence that you need in your life, Bjordan Banderas. Ladies and gentlemen, please give me your attention because what you're about to hear can make your relationship a successful one. Do I have your attention? Okay, good. So, suppose you think merging completely with your partner is the key to love. In that case, let me just tell you, you're missing the secret. Because growing together means owning your individuality while fueling a shared fire. Your relationship should be a powerhouse of mutual support, not a trap that smothers your unique passions. When both partners evolve individually, the collective bond becomes unbreakable. Imagine a partnership where both of you shine as your own brilliant stars, each one unique, but together, forming an unstoppable constellation. Nothing can stop your team, you and your partner working together. So ask yourself this right now. What would I achieve if I believed in my own potential? Let that question steer deep within you, reprogramming your mindset to value personal growth. Because here's the thing. I have observed that too many couples fall into the trap of merging completely, losing the spark that makes each one of you unique. But that's not love. It's suffocation. When you honor your individual passions, you not only become stronger as a person, but you also bring a fresh, dynamic energy to your relationship, which honestly, that's important. This is how me and my wife have done in the last 10 years, and our relationship has grown stronger. The problem is that society pushes the idea that being together means becoming one entity. But in reality, losing yourself for the sake of us only leads to stagnation and resentment. When one or both partners sacrifice personal dreams to fit into a mold, the relationship suffers. Your individuality is the secret sauce that fuels collective evolution. Without personal growth, your connection can become a stale, static routine, sapping creativity and turning potential breakthroughs into everyday disappointments. It happens. It has happened. I have seen it. I see it with friends, family, and strangers. They do this and then the relationship suffers. They go on Reddit and then they post about this. I read it all the time. But you must recognize that protecting your individuality isn't selfish. It's essential, especially if you don't want your relationship to suffer. Because the more you invest in yourself, the more you contribute to a vibrant, evolving partnership. That's exactly what has happened in my case. I remember that there was a moment, raw and unfiltered, when I looked at my wife chasing her own dreams and it hit me like a lightning bolt. Maintaining our individuality wasn't a selfish move. It was the secret sauce that fueled our collective evolution. I realized that the strength of our relationship wasn't about losing ourselves in each other, but about celebrating our unique passions and watching how that ignited our love. That turning point not only redefined our partnership, but supercharged our connection with a renewed sense of purpose. It truly did. And let's not sugarcoat it. Too many couples fall into the trap of conformity. The pressure to merge completely, to become a single entity, can stifle personal growth. When one or both partners start sacrificing their own ambitions for the sake of us, it creates a toxic imbalance. Society loves to push the myth that togetherness means total fusion, but that only leads to a loss of identity. Signs of this downfall includes feeling suffocated, watching your personal interests fade, or simply not feeling like you're evolving. The real danger, though, losing the fire that makes you you, and turning a vibrant partnership into a stale, static routine. And you don't want that. Let's be honest. You don't want that. Because the moment that starts to happen, you're going to start questioning the relationship. You're going to be all like, why am I in this relationship if I'm not able to grow? And I can't be me. And even if you decide to stay after that, you're going to start creating this resentment. And it's not good for you or for the other person. And I want to tell you about this because I want you to understand why knowing this is important. In my marriage, our journey together was never a perfectly paved highway. No, I wish it was like that, but it wasn't. It was rugged, winding path, marked by both beauty and heartache. It was. There was a time when my wife and I were so engrossed in the tapestry of us that we lost sight of the vibrant individual colors that made up our souls. Our love, once a brilliant constellation, began to blur into a single monochrome blur as the dreams we once cherished individually started gathering dust on a forgotten shelf. That's exactly how I felt. I vividly recall one night when the air between us crackled with unspoken tension until it finally erupted into a conversation that shook us to our core. It was raw, almost unbearable, as we confronted the stark reality that our personal aspirations had been sidelined in our collective embrace. Our words painted a picture of dreams left unattended, a poignant mirror reflecting two souls yearning to be seen, heard, and truly understood. That night, in the middle of heated exchanges and tearful confessions, we recognized that the pursuit of our individual passions was not a betrayal of our bond, but the very fuel we needed to reignite it. With trembling determination, we made the courageous decision to carve out our own creative spaces. Separately, we nurture the sparks of our individual dreams, like gardeners tending to secret blossoms. And when we finally came back together, something extraordinary had taken root. We emerged not as two halves forced to complete an incomplete whole, but as two luminous, whole individuals, each vibrant in their own right, who, when united, shone with an intensity far greater than before. Our separation had become the catalyst for a reunion defined by growth, authenticity, and an unbreakable renewed love. It truly was. This is what made my relationship better. This is what made my marriage way better. And if that's what you want, you might have to understand this concept that I'm talking about. Because here's the thing. Growing together as a couple while still owning your individuality means creating a dynamic where both partners are fiercely independent and yet fiercely united. It's about building an environment where personal passions are not just tolerated but celebrated. When you honor your unique identity, you bring fresh perspectives, creativity, and energy to the relationship, which I honestly believe you should do that every single day if you're in a relationship. That's just me. And most importantly, this isn't about isolation. It's about mutual enrichment. Every time you invest in yourself, you're also investing in the relationship because the energy you cultivate individually flows into a more vibrant, resilient partnership. So ask yourself this right now. Have you ever seen a couple where one or both partners sacrifice their own dreams just to fit in? And let me tell you, if you have, that's a recipe for mediocrity. It truly is. It's a recipe for resentment, for a torn relationship, for cold shoulders, for everything negative that you don't want in your relationship. That's pretty much what it is. Because in relationship, where individuality is nurtured, each partner's personal achievements add fuel to the fire of shared success. It truly does. When you allow your identity to thrive, you not only bolster your self-confidence, but you also bring a unique energy that uplifts the entire relationship. In contrast, couples who lose themselves in the pursuit of togetherness often end up trapped in a cycle of resentment and unfulfilled potential. Probably you have seen this in relationships where one of the people in the relationship is all like, I gave up my dreams for you so we could be together and all this shit, right? Well, that's what I'm talking about. The secret is to recognize that your personal growth is the raw material from which your collective strength is forged. When each partner continues to evolve on their own, the relationship becomes richer, more layered, and more dynamic. Your personal wins fuel shared success. Seeing your partners or your partner pursue their dreams ignites your own ambition. It's a continuous cycle of empowerment that makes you both unstoppable. The diversity of your individual interests brings new ideas and creativity into the relationship. This fresh energy turns routine into excitement. A relationship that encourages personal growth is built on trust, respect, and mutual admiration. It truly is. I've seen it in my own case. I admire my wife, and she also admires me. And when you have this mutual admiration and all of these things that I'm talking about, it creates a stable foundation for weathering any storm, because the storms will hit at one point or another in your life and in your relationship. When you invest in yourself, you indirectly invest in your relationship. Your growth enhances every shared experience, deepening your bond and expanding your collective potential. Share your individual goals openly with your partner. This is important. Make it clear that your dreams are a vital part of who you are and contribute to the strength of your bond. Let your partner know why you want to try to do what you want to try. Create a roadmap where you both agree on shared visions while carving out dedicated time for your personal pursuits. Because this is important. Balance is key. Yes, it is. Balance is the key in this situation. So hold each other accountable for personal growth. Check in regularly, not to police, but to encourage and celebrate every small win. Every personal achievement is a win, not just for the person, but for the relationship. Celebrate it as a shared victory, reinforcing that individual growth fuels mutual empowerment. Ensure that each of you has space to pursue your passions without guilt. This personal time rejuvenates you and keeps you individually intact. It truly does. So dedicate time each day to document your personal wins, challenges, and dreams. Share these insights with each other to foster transparency and mutual growth. Set aside regular time to discuss not just the state of your relationship, but also your individual progress. Honest dialogue keeps you aligned, so always be honest. Engage in activities that spark your individual creativity, be it a solo workout, a writing session, or learning a new skill. Then come together to share and celebrate what you've learned. That's important. Use a planner to map out both shared and personal goals. This practice reinforces your commitment to evolving together. Start and end your day with affirmations that honor both your personal identity and your connection as a couple. For example, I always have examples, right? I grow stronger every day and our love fuels my passion. There will be times where your individual journeys seem to pull you apart. It will happen and it will feel like that. And this is important. So please pay attention because this is going to help you in your relationship. The key is honest communication. Address the tension before it grows into resentment. It's natural to worry that focusing on personal growth might distance you. But remember, a strong, independent partner is the best gift you can give to your relationship. Striking the right balance can be challenging. Oh, let me tell you about that. It is freaking challenging at times, but it can be done because it's about creating space for your passions while also dedicating quality time to nurture your connection. Reject the myth that true love means losing yourself. Real connection is built on two whole individuals coming together, each bringing their unique brilliance to the table. When obstacles arise, lean on your shared values and mutual support. Your commitment to personal growth and togetherness will guide you through even the toughest of times. And that I can tell you because that's exactly what has happened for the last 10 years and ever since my wife got sick. When both partners evolve, the relationship flourishes. You'll experience enhanced creativity, deeper intimacy, which is important, and a resilient bond that stands the test of time. And that's what you want in your relationship. Something that stands up or that stands the test of time. Seeing your partner's growth sparks your own evolution. The reciprocal energy transforms every challenge into a catalyst for success. Because by nurturing your individuality, you build a legacy of mutual support and unstoppable potential. Together, you create a partnership that inspires and empowers others. So right now, I challenge you. Tomorrow, carve out 30 minutes for me time, for your passion, your dreams, and your growth. Then share that experience with your partner. Make it a ritual that fuels both your personal evolution and your collective strength. Because when you start to do this, you guys are going to see that you guys can support each other so you guys can actually pursue your individual goals. And then when you guys come together for the relationship, you guys will feel closer together. You guys will feel more intimate together. And you guys will feel this connection and this bond that will become unbreakable. And that's it for today. Share this episode with someone who believes that love should be a journey of mutual growth. Embrace your individuality, nurture your connection, and let your combined strength create a legacy of unstoppable love. Your journey to growing together starts now. Own it, live it, and watch as your love transforms into a powerhouse of personal and shared success. And remember, the choice is yours.